All right, we're here today with our weekly interview with Coach Dooley. Coach, you guys are coming off a nice win against Graceland on Saturday. Now you take on a couple of tough teams in nationally ranked Benedictine and then at home against Culver. How are things going so far this week as you prepare for Benedictine and Culver as far as practice goes after that win?
Yeah, it's good. Obviously, the guys, anytime you come off a win, they're feeling, better about themselves and everything else. And hopefully the way we played kind of on both ends throughout the game on Saturday will give us some confidence going into this week. And obviously it's a tough week at Benedictine, defending conference champs, and then got Culver here. Both of those teams were national tournament teams the past season. So, but that's every week in this league, it seems. So nothing's new. I think the biggest thing is last time through when we played these guys is when we had lost Javion and Dan the day before practice, and didn't have them two on against Benedictine, and then we lost Greg during the game, so he wasn't able to play against Culver. So, it's part of those things. I think it'll be completely different for us. Obviously, adding those starters to the mix, but I'm sure that every team goes through that and is not always at full strength. So, we got to just continue to work on our stuff and make sure we're getting better every day. And looking forward to the challenge this week.
Been able to see Benedictine a few times this year. They played at our Wildcat Classic in November, and then we played them here earlier in the hack season. What is it that they do well, out on the floor to get to that spot where they're second in the conference?
Well, they do several things well, Tyler. I think number one is they're very physical, and a very solid defensive ball club. I think they don't give up easy baskets. If you score on them, you're going to earn it. You're going to have to execute very well, and often the guys are going to have to make a shot and make a play. So I think that's one thing. Defensively, they're very sound, and offensively, they don't score a whole lot, but it's just kind of more of the pace that they like to play. But they execute very well, and they're very efficient. They'll shoot it. Shoot a very high percentage. They don't take too many bad shots, and they got guys that can make plays, and they do a very nice job of sharing the ball and making the extra pass. So when they get going and hitting shots from three, they're as good as anybody in the country, and they can beat anybody in the country. So it'll be imperative for us that we are very solid on the defensive end, try to keep them out of the paint, and make sure we close out well on their shooters.
How about Culver? They'll come in Saturday. What are some challenges they possess to your team?
It's kind of funny. It's completely contrasting styles, very different. Culver's going to get up and down. They like to score, and they like to score quick. Very athletic. A lot of different guys that can score all over the floor. So they kind of pose those problems. They're defensively, they're going to pressure you a little bit more, try to speed you up, turn you over, and then get out and run. So very different. But again, you got to be able to play and play well against different styles. We've got a lot of different ways to win the game of basketball, and you'll see that in our league. So it's very important that our guys have a better understanding now after the first time through how each team plays, their style, their personnel, and have a better understanding of how we need to go and attack them in each and every game on both ends. And so I think our guys are learning, and they're growing each game, and hopefully we can come out and play well both Thursday and Saturday.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck this week.
All right, thanks.